Hey everyone, this is me Pranav Pinar and you're watching me on my channel Paints Again Tar. Today I'm not standing in front of you with happiness I ever used to be, but with extreme pain, with extreme shame, with extreme anger and with extreme sorrow because आज अभी के सामने इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा स्कैम लेकर आया हूँ. And this scam is not a normal scam, but this is a grave scam which affects the life, career, and emotions of 25 lakh plus students and also their families. This scam is not done by any other person but by NTA, National Testing Agency. No, it is National Traumatic Agency or National Tati Agency, which is responsible for conducting the pre-medical test or Neet entrance examination, which was one of the most prestigious examination for selecting the MBBS or our future doctors or the future hopes of our country. If you are someone who is still thinking that this is just a matter of concern for about 25 lakh plus students and their families, then my answer to you is no, my friend. Because if this such a scam has happened to an exam like Neet, then what is the assurance or what is the guarantee that such scams won't happen in any other examinations or such scams or corruption won't happen in other fields too? It is a matter of concern for each and every citizen of our country because today we have lost the faith, we have lost the trust, we have lost the credibility of our Indian educational system. We have lost the faith in the assessment and ranking of the entrance examination because आज India has witnessed one of the top most scams in the history of entrance examination. Today, I would like to draw your attention and throw light on the fact that many students have cleared NEET 2024 using malpractices or unfair means, thereby surpassing the brilliant minds of the country and securing top ranks and also by securing a seat in a medical college. The scam in the NEET examination has also passed a message to the youth that hard work is not at all valued in a country like India. Now, let me explain the scam that has happened in NEET 2024 to you all. Problem number 1. About 13% were arrested in Bihar by Economic Offences Unit, that is EOU, of the Bihar Police Department in order for leaking the NEET question papers. Such allegations and such cases were also reported in Odisha and Gujarat as well. Problem number 2. NTA has issued a notice that they will release the results of NEET UG 2024 on 14 June 2024. But NTA 10 दिन पहले itself they have released the results of NEET UG 2024, that is on 4th June 2024. And on 4th June 2024, when the entire Indian media were busy with reporting the election results news. And this also adds suspicion that whether the NTA has such a game plan, like they have to mask off the scam with the election results. Problem number 3. In 2019, the top score was 701 out of 720 and that was secured by just one person. In 2020, 2 students have secured the perfect score of 720 out of 720. Followed by the year 2021, 3 students have scored 720 out of 720. And in 2022, no student have secured 720, but the first rank was bagged by 4 students by securing 715 out of 720. And in the year 2023, again 3 students have secured 720 out of 720. But in the year 2023, even after having a moderate difficulty level paper, 720 out of 720 was secured by about 67 students. And the probability of getting such a huge inflation in the rank is just 0.000000001%, which is nearly impossible. This itself suggests that some kind of scam or some kind of paper leakage has happened in NEET 2024. This also throws light on the fact that our AIMS Delhi, which is having just 50 seats, and we have about 69 toppers, that is 69 AIR. That means, according to the NTA's tie-breaking rule, the first rank will be backed by the person who had given or scored maximum marks in biology, followed by chemistry, and followed by physics. But here, every student have scored 720 out of 720. So, the NTA has proposed that the new tie-breaking rule or the break-off tie is by computer and by no human intervention, which itself is a very, very heartbreaking breaking moment for most of the students, because those students who can't get AIMS Delhi even after securing a perfect score of 720 will definitely be depressed. And also, that is just a unfair mean, or that is just injustice for all these people who can't get AIMS Delhi even after securing 720 out of 720. Now, let me give you a detailed analysis of NEET UG 2024 rank list. I have already told you that 69 students have secured 720 out of 720 and bagged AIR1. Now, when I was looking into a more deeper understanding of the ranks, I can see that from the serial number 62 to 69 of the toppers, or the All India rank 1, or the 720 out of 720 scorers, we can see that from 62 to 69, these people were having the same series of roll number, which in turn suggests that they were from the same center, or they were from the nearby centers also. And this itself is a matter of huge suspicion. And also, I can say that from the roll number 62 to 68, or the serial number from 62 to 68, these people were not having surnames. But in the NEET application form, it was compulsorily given that every person should have a surname like Kumar or Kumari or whatever it be. But here, we can't see any such surnames for these 62 to 68 rank holders, which itself is a matter of suspicion again. And also, two people who backed the AIR1, who were from Maharashtra, were also from the same center, which itself again is a matter of suspicion. Problem number 4. This is one of the biggest problems that pissed me really a lot. The method of awarding grace mark for a limited number of students by NTA. What the hell is this, guys? Because NEET is not a exam like your 10th standard or 12th standard exam, but it is a national level competitive exam which selects the top cream students of the country who are capable of being doctors or the future hopes of our nation. And what is the criteria, or what is the formula that NDA has used in order to award grace mark for a certain number of students? Is it for darkening the bubble darker than the life of a normal NEET aspirant? It is also noticed that two students have secured 718 and 719 marks for NEET out of 720, which is practically not possible in an exam like NEET. Let me explain you why you can't fetch 718 and 719 marks out of 720 for an exam like NEET. Consider you have 180 questions as in NEET, and every correct answer will fetch you with +4, and every incorrect answer will fetch you with -1 mark. And the total number of questions, as I have told, is 180. Consider a guy is having 179 questions correct and 1 question incorrect. So his score will be 715, because 179 into 4 minus 1, that will give you 715. And consider a guy who's having 1 unattempted question and 179 question he had attempted, and that took correct, and 1 question he left. Then his score will be 179 into 4, that is 716. And thus 719 and 18 is not possible. The highest mark one can get after 720 is 716 or 715. When asked to NTA why some students were awarded grace marks, then NTA came up with a reply that it is to compensate the lost time for some students, and this reply itself is a shit, and it's also vague. Many students have lost the time because of the irregularities at many centers, and NTA has not came up with such policies ever before also. And also I have to point out that Alec Pandey sir, that is the owner of Physics Wala, had came up with a bashing reply for this against the NTA that if the problem is time, then the solution should also be time. If a student loses time, then give him or her extra time. This is what has to be done. Physics Wala also came up with a shocking fact or a shocking observation that once the OMR sheet of a student was checked, it gave the result of 368. But when the results were announced on the NTA website, it was showing actually 453 marks. Actually giving an increment of 85 marks, and that is 85 marks grace marks. Actually, this have put this person, or the difference of this 85 marks actually gave an increment to lakhs of rank forward to this person, and actually a person without grace marks a decrement of about lakhs of rank, which is totally unfair. Problem number 5. Many students were given fake papers, and in some centers, Hindi medium students were given English papers, and in some centers, English medium students were given Hindi papers also, and all these were actually very unfair and also had put the students in trouble. Problem number 6. Actually, this NEET examination 2024 was conducted on May 5. But on May 4, एक दिन पहले, the actual NEET examination, a Telegram group actually circulated the exact ditto paper of NEET. And that too, which is shit. And also I have to point out that then also NTA is saying that there is no paper leak. Even after a Telegram group circulated the exact NEET paper. A student was having 320 marks as real score, and NTA has given 350 marks as grace mark for compensating the lost time as grace marks, which adds up to a total of 670 marks, and this person was selected in NEET. Another person who got 640 marks in real and 0 marks as grace mark, which give him a total of 640 marks, was not selected in NEET. What kind of unfair method is this, guys? A person with 640 marks with his own efforts and 0 grace marks was not given a seat, but another person who got just 350, just 320 and 350 as grace marks was given a seat. I can't even understand what the shit is this. Problem number 7. A student got 63k rank for securing 618 marks, and another student got 43k rank for securing 589 marks. I can't even understand what this is. What kind of ranking system all this is. A student, when he checked the results on 4th June, he got about 453 marks. And on the next day, that is on 5th June, when he again rechecked his results, he was just having 253 marks. Why NDA decreases mark? I can't even understand what does this kind of unfair means you are all doing. These were just a few problems out of a number of problems which happened in NEET 2024. Thereby, I request the government and the honorable and the respected Prime Minister of our country, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to take stringent actions on all these issues and give maximum huge punishments to the culprits, and also to save and give justice to all kids who have prepared their ass off for NEET 2024 and also their families. Because if you don't do this, then this will give actually a wrong message to all the youths of the country that hard work is not valued in a country like India. I feel so much shame thinking about all these injustices, and I feel so much sad thinking about the conditions of all these 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Because me, myself, a person who were in the same shoes 2 years before, and me, myself, a person who had cleared NEET 2 years back, I know the amount of sacrifices, the amount of sleepless nights, the amount of parties skipped, the amount of comparison, competition, anxiety, never-ending cycle of mock tests, constant comparisons, and moreover, that grueling days of preparation. And these injustices to all these 17, 18-year-old kids can't be tolerated at any level. I feel so much sad and I feel so much shame to be a part of a country where merit and talent is not valued. I feel so much sad to be a part of a country where hard work is not valued. Such a country won't ever progress. If a person can buy online question papers, then why should one study? Why should one write exams when fake certificates can be made? Even the medical influencers who are making videos against the NTA is actually getting a lot of threats from different phone calls and messages and mails. This itself is suggesting that the freedom of speech and expression and also the law and order of this country is disrupted. Request the government thereby to look into the matter and do the need. This is not a request only from me, but my voice represents lakhs of innocent, genuine students and their families who work as off in order for cracking such an exam called Neet. I know that pain, and that is why I am raising my voice against all those injustices which happened today in this prestigious exam. Let not suppress the brilliant minds and the brilliant people and the brilliant students of our country over these fraudulent people. Thank you so much, guys.